Hello everyone, I'm Wei Feng from Monash University. Today I will present our cvpr 2026 work beyond the statistical words continual category discovery under visual drift. We study a realistic open world setting where data arrive continuously. New categories emerge over time, and the visual domain also keeps drifting. First, I will introduce the background. Generalized category discovery aims to cluster both known and novel classes from unlabeled data, but it assumes all data are available at once. Continual category discovery relaxes this by allowing data to arrive in stages, but the existing CCD method still assumes a single stable domain. In real applications, however, data streams often come from different hospitals, cameras, weather conditions, or image protocols once domain drift happen. Existing CCD method degrade sharply. So our question is, how can we discover new categories continuously under the visual domain drift? So here we define open continual category discovery. At each stage, the incoming unlabeled data may contain both known and novel categories and may also come from unseen domains. This creates three challenges: preserving known classes recognition, discovering novel categories from a non-stationary stream, and avoiding negative transfer caused by blindly aligning mismatched label space. So OCCD is not simply CCD plus domain adaptation. It requires a new framework. This is our framework. Our framework has three components. First, WSM separates known class and unknown samples without requiring the unknown class ratio. Second, CDSA aligns known class prototypes across domains using adversarial learning. Third, CTCC preserves the topological relationships between known and novel categories under frequency domain style perturbations. Together, this module addresses known and unknown separation, known class stability, and novel class discovery. First, we will introduce the WSM module. WSM is designed for prior free known versus unknown separation. We first use a partial unbalanced optimal transport between incoming samples and known class prototypes. The relaxed marginal allows samples from unknown class to remain unmatched. Then we perform response spectrum quantization by swapping the temperature across multiple scales and clustering the response patterns into known and unknown groups. This avoids using a manually defined confidence threshold or any prior unknown ratio. After WSM module, the selected known samples may still come from unseen domains. CDSA builds target domain pseudo prototypes using confidence weighted average and aligns them with source domain prototypes through a small discriminator and a gradient reversal layer. Importantly, we align not only known class prototypes rather than the entire distribution, which reduces negative transfer from novel classes. Then for novel class, we introduce a CDCC module. CDCC focuses on novel class robustness. The key idea is that the relative similarity between known and novel categories should remain stable under style changes. We generate style shifted views using Fourier domain aptitude sweeping and enforce consistency between the original and shifted views in their distance patterns to known prototypes. This helps preserve category topology under visual drift. For experimental results, we evaluate on SSBC benchmark and DomainNet benchmark under a three-stage continual protocol. We report the performance using clustering accuracy across all classes, old classes, and new classes on both domain and on both known and unknown domains. Across both benchmarks, our method consistently outperforms the existing GCD and CCD baselines. These improvements are especially clear on novel categories and remaining stable across multiple continual stages. This shows that our method can handle not only the first discovery stage, but also longer streams where categories and domain evolve together. For the ablation studies, we found that the WSM is the most critical component for novel class recall. CDSA improves non-class robustness under domain drift, while CTCC mainly contributes to novel category discovery. And we also visualize the response metrics. The value of the response metrics for unknown class samples are notably lower, allowing them to be easily distinguished. In conclusion, we introduced OCCD, a new setting where stream data, novel categories, and visual drift occur simultaneously. Our method combines prior-free known separation, prototype level of domain alignment, and topology preserving consistency. And the experiments of SFCBC and the domain net show consistent improvements over existing GCD and CCD methods. Thank you. I'm happy to take questions.